Well, hello again. It's Mrs. Lawless. I hope you guys enjoyed the first video. This one will be much, much shorter, I believe. I do like to talk, so hopefully I can shorten this one up a little bit. Once again, this are notes that we're taking in class today, and they do need to go into your journal. The good news is there's no assignment today, but we are expecting both our in-person and virtual kids to have this into their journal so that they can have this information, study it, and know it for the test. And this is on your test. All right. So as we went through those China notes, maybe in your head you were kind of thinking, oh, that's different. Oh, that's different than us. And so we're going to be creating today in class a Venn diagram where we're looking at how the United States and China are similar and how they're different. Not really when it comes to their culture, and because we're probably going to come up with a lot of differences, but really how are they similar and different when terms to how does their government run their country and their economy. And so first off, let's look at the different types of governments. We already established that China is communist in those notes. Well, we're a type of democracy. We're a representative democracy. With a democracy, we always know that people can vote. With a democracy, that means we have a limited government. That means our government has limits to what they can do. With China, they're unlimited, which means their government has the power to make decisions that their people may not even like or want. But because they have unlimited power, the people don't get a say. Because of that, United States, the citizens have many rights, and Chinese citizens have limited rights. We talked about in the other notes about like freedom of religion. They don't have freedom of the press, freedom of assembly. China does not allow protests. In fact, that's in the news a lot with what's going on in parts of China for various parts of China when it comes to Tibet or Hong Kong and things. They are not allowing their citizens to have protests for what they believe in. Obviously, in the United States, especially in the last year or so, we have seen a lot of protests where people are standing up for what they believe in. The Chinese also ban certain newspapers that they feel like go against what their government wants you to believe. In the United States, back to the first semester, remember, we are a free enterprise system. That means we can start our own businesses. We can own our own business. So if you want, opened up a donut shop at the beginning of the year. Not really, but a fake one in my class. And I'm allowed to do that because of the free enterprise system. I can own my donut shop. I can create my own prices. I can compete with other donut shops. And at the end of the day, the government leaves me alone if I pay my bills, pay my taxes, and keep a clean store. In China, they have something called the socialist market economy, which I'm not expecting you to memorize. Really, what that means is the government owns many of the businesses, not all of them, but they own many of the businesses. Again, think about what that difference that I just said. United States, I can own my own business. If you, when you grow up, want to open up a boutique or a skate shop or your own restaurant, you can do that under the free enterprise system. In China, under their socialist market economy, the government owns a good chunk of their businesses, which means that they get to decide prices, they get to decide salary, and things like that. So let's look at some similarities. Both countries make tons of money. Both the United States and China are up at the top of the list as far as making money. Because of them being communist, even though they're not the same kind of communist necessarily as Cuba, unfortunately, because of that, their people aren't like rolling in money necessarily. And both countries at least have some private ownership of business. So we obviously have a lot because of the free enterprise system. Most of our businesses are privately owned. And in China, it's almost kind of like half and half. The government owns half, the people own half. And this has only been within the last 30 years or so that China has begun to kind of pull back their tight control over the economy and allowed some people the chance to own their business and to make money in a way that's similar to ours, but still not quite a free enterprise system or capitalist society. So, all right, hopefully that helps you get some understanding of how United States and China are similar and different.